and tread your own path. Social acceptance and praise is not as important as you may think. At the end of the day, it's not that big of a deal. I wish you all the best with what life will bring in your futures. All I ask is that you continue to make the world a better place, stay safe, but most importantly, have fun and live your life while following your destiny. Know that someone's always there for you, whether it's one of us, Jesus Christ, or a family member. Thank you for being some of the best friends I have, for inspiring me to become a better person and pushing me to fulfill my potential. Thank you, congratulations, and good luck. Finally, although there are many of my classmates that I've shared fond memories with, I want to give a special shout out to some of them, so let me pull this up real quick. I want to give a special shout out to the boys. Guatman 9, also known as Isaac Hetrick, Unknown No Scope, or Chase Snow, Noah 2004-864, or Noah Peterson, King James 231-150, Clayton Cook, Hockey Biff, or Riley Smith, and B-Dog 99, or Braden Davis. We had some great times together over PlayStation, and although we definitely got on our parents' nerves a lot, especially yelling at each other, those moments are what truly got me through lockdown. Thank you so much for that. And thank you all for being here and listening. Go Raiders. But now, it is my pleasure to introduce Kat Kelly, who will be delivering a tribute of appreciation.
SpongeBob has said his famous words, "I'm ready," a zillion times throughout the course of his acting career. Similarly to how Mr. Remote says, "Dumb kids line up at the door," and Mrs. McGarvey says, "Make good choices." About 110 people sitting behind me know this to be true as well. Obviously, SpongeBob, Mr. Remote, and Mrs. McGarvey's words have impacted me as I still remember them. My name is Kat Kelly, and I'm our class's vice president, the school's board student representative, and a member of a few nerd clubs that I love. The quotes that I mentioned above were collected from our teachers. And while we may have always had lackluster and unenthusiastic responses to these words during the past 180 days, or 13 years, they genuinely resonated with us. I can confidently say that the senioritis was definitely senioritising this year. The teachers can attest to that as well. But having our teachers' words of encouragement or even their quirky hellos made coming to school much more enjoyable. Our class has been known to be a little bit mischievous, so our teachers, not only this year, but throughout our entire educational journey, have truly had their hands full. To no one's surprise, Brookville's outstanding staff rose to the challenge. Throughout our years, our teachers have taught us how to swim, read music, analyze text, and somehow to solve stats and AP Calc problems that look like just a bunch of random scribbles. Our teachers didn't go to college to learn ways to handle certain behaviors, emotions, and feelings that kids and teenagers deal with, like jealousy, drama, and breakups. But somehow, they always know the right thing to do and the right piece of advice to dole out when we talk to them about those issues. I could make a book out of all the advice that Mrs. McGarvey, Mrs. Miles, Mrs. Carrico, and Mrs. Redinger gave me this year. Along with that, they've taught us time management skills, manners, respect, and to stop and think if we're teetering on the brink. To this day, I still use the iMessage method that we all learned from Mrs. Confer in the first grade. The other day, I had to tell Lucas that I did not appreciate him drinking all my water every day for the past 9 months. That specific iMessage did not work, but I still used the method and remembered it, and that's what matters. On a serious note, I don't think there will ever be a way to sufficiently and adequately explain how grateful and appreciative we are for all of our teachers. We really couldn't have done it without you guys. Additionally, I want to mention that this year, our kitchen was largely short-staffed, but I'm sure many students didn't even notice, as our kitchen ladies are some of the hardest working women I've met. We are grateful for their dedication to preparing 2 meals a day for over 700 students. I also want to include a thank you to our office ladies. Coming into school late after staying up far too late, studying for an exam, or having a sick morning, and seeing their smiling faces always made coming to school a little bit easier. On the days that we actually did make it to school on time, We were always greeted by the maintenance men, who even in freezing temperatures were outside waving hello and goodbye to us. We also have a few teachers who are retiring this year who I want to give a shout out to. Mrs. Himes, Mrs. Wrights, Mrs. Snyder, Mr. Rommel, and Mrs. Barberzini. The impact that you have made on all the students who have passed through this school is immense. Your hard work, patience, advice, and love that you've provided each day to all of your students does not go unnoticed. Additionally, I want to thank all of the staff who helped us become the people you see on this stage today. You've shaped our lives and impacted us in ways I'm unable to explain in words. Everyone mentioned above also had the strength to get an entire district of students through COVID together. Our staff here at Brookville handled the COVID-19 pandemic like a boss. That's not something to be taken lightly. The work that was put into make school seem relatively normal during that time was grueling and demanding, but they made it happen. Finally, a massive thank you must be said to our parents, aunts, uncles, grandmas, grandpas, siblings, and guardians who have always encouraged us to keep pushing forward, picking us up from school, running around trying to get us to our sports, band, choir, and all extracurricular activities on time, packing our lunches, writing our sick notes, helping us with our math homework at the dinner table, even though it aggravated you guys beyond belief because you were taught how to do it a different way back in the old days, are all things that us students recognize. And we will forever be grateful for those things. I would also like to say the most massive thank you for running to Dollar General at 9:30 at night to get us a poster board for our projects that were due the next day. You guys are truly lifesavers. I'm sure many of you in the audience are more anxious than we are about heading off to the next stage in our lives, but I can confidently say everyone that I've mentioned today has made a largely positive impact on all of us. With the knowledge that you have all supplied us with, we will be able to do anything we put our maturing minds to. Unfortunately, I'm not done talking. From 10th to 12th grade, I would write down any funny moments that happened in school in the back of my planner, and so I quickly wanted to share a few of my favorite ones. In 10th grade, when Mrs. Huber threw our journalism class a Christmas party and claimed to have made hot chocolate, in reality, it was chocolate milk in a crock pot. Also in 10th grade, when Mr. Painter made fun of Jackson and his team for losing tug of war at the pep rally and then proceeded to laugh at his own joke sporadically for the remainder of class. In 11th grade psych, when Mrs. Miles goes, "Have you guys heard of the Baraka gene?" and Brecken goes, "Obama?" In 12th grade, we were talking about animal relocation in bio, and Maddie goes, "Oh yeah, like in Madagascar movies when they put all the animals in crates." When Mrs. Carrico called the boys little boys, and Lucas in a stern, angry voice goes, "I'm not little." In AP Calc, we called Braden Mr. Smarty Trick Pants all year because he got a trig problem right once. And finally, when Mrs. Carrico thought she caught Jackson and Lucas before they put stickers all over her back, but after yelling at them, she stood up and there were stickers all over her back. Nevertheless, in honor of SpongeBob, Mrs. McGarvey, our parents, and Mr. Remote, we are ready to graduate and go on to the next stage of our lives. We will make good choices, most of the time. And we won't wait until the last minute to start a project that we had 2 weeks to complete. And most importantly, we will never line up at the door. Thank you. I would now like to introduce Kendra Himes for our tribute to classmates.
The people in front of you today have survived elementary swim class, the lockdown of 2020, virtual learning, water wars, and the mouse infestation of 2022. And I think that all of us can take some pride in that. My peers and I have put forth much effort the past 13 years. And to say we earned upon our spot upon this stage would be an understatement. It feels like it was only yesterday that we were walking into Northside Elementary wearing a star with our name on it around our necks. And I ask myself, where did the time go? How did we go from gluing arts and crafts to painting and sculpting award-winning masterpieces? How did dodgeball at recess turn into winning district titles? When did Meet the Teacher Day turn into college orientation? For the past few weeks, I have been trying to memorize every detail of the moments that I live in. The rush of air that hits you when you walk through the doors, the sound of the band coming from the auditorium, the chaos in the hallway when the final bell rings, and the excitement in the air when we have mashed potato bowl for lunch. I keep trying to memorize the feelings, the quiet content, the laughter, and the excitement. I am trying to memorize these people, their smiles, their voice, and what makes them laugh. I am already looking at high school through those rose-colored glasses of nostalgia, simply because I know that these are times I will never get to live again, and these are people that I might not always have. With that being said, take a look around. This is the last time that we will all be under the same roof. We've watched each other lose our first tooth, have our first growth spurts, break bones, and get our braces both on and off. So far in life, we have had each other. And going our separate ways means that we won't get to see our childhood best friends every day. But growing apart does not mean that we did not grow together side by side. Our roots will forever be tangled in one another, and I'm very thankful for that. As we go on, may we forever cherish the memories we've made together in Brookville. Whether that was chasing around each other downtown with water guns, seeing how many cartons of milk we could fit into our lockers, meeting at Slugger Road to watch the sunset, or getting in a lot of trouble at that one pep rally. We're still sorry about that one, Mrs. Barbazini. There's a strange feeling you get when you're about to leave a place. Like you will not only miss the people you love, but you will miss the person that you are at this time and place. Because you will never be this way again. However, the good news is that as we leave today, we hold a blank canvas, a whole new beginning, a diploma that will take us where we dream of going, and endless possibilities. Sitting behind me are future doctors, musicians, teachers, lawyers, and scientists. Next year, we will be scattered among the country, making our mark on schools like Penn State, Colorado College, Rutgers, Full Sail, and many more. Our class has always been one to brag about. We have had some of the highest SAT scores, district champions, talented artists, and state qualifying musicians. Without a doubt, the Brookville class of 2023 is going to succeed. However, we do not need a medal or award to show that there is something special within all of us. Real achievements are found in character. What are you passionate about? How do you make others feel? How hard are you willing to work to make your dreams come true? What are you going to do to change the world? As we step into the world as individuals for the first time and leave the halls of our childhood behind, I call each and every one of you to ask yourself these questions. Strive for change. Be empathetic. Love the people around you with all of your heart. Be the best musician, lawyer, doctor, teacher, scientist, accountant, engineer that you can be. Be the best because you want to make a difference, not because you want to be rewarded. As my speech draws to a close, I would like to leave you with a few words of advice. Love one another with all of your hearts. Take every moment in, because life moves fast. Wherever you go, go with all of your heart. Go with passion, go with drive. And most importantly, honor your roots. Change the world, make your mark, but never forget where you came from. It is my pleasure to announce the Brookville Area School District, Dr. Eric May.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor to speak at this commencement. It's an honor to serve as your superintendent. I'm so proud of our district, our staff, our students, so proud of this class of 2023. Graduates, I've been impressed by your character, your talents, your efforts. For I've seen your blood, sweat, and tears. I mean, Braden Davis bled for the Raiders at Karnes City. Bailey Miller was a bloody mess at Hershey. Kunzelman broke a sweat at districts, and so have many other athletes in this class. Maeve cried during the musical, and Kendra cried when it was over. You shed blood, sweat, and tears. But you're just getting started. Consider the sacrifices your ancestors made when sailing and settling, hunting and farming, digging and drilling, timbering and building, having babies and feeding and clothing them. Consider the sacrifices our armed forces have made for us. More than 1 million of our country's finest have laid down their lives. Many more have been injured, and even those who were spared physical injury, many still suffer from the trauma. Our first responders, police and fire especially, have also made considerable sacrifices for you, for me, for all of us. They run to the danger when most are running away. And these hometown heroes, they also get hurt physically and emotionally. Our teachers, coaches, cooks, custodians, everyone in this district, everyone who pays taxes to this district, pretty much everyone in this community has contributed to your childhood and education. Perfect example of that has been your principal, Ruth Ann Barbazini. But more than anyone, your parents and grandparents have given you their blood, sweat, and tears. They worked hard to make a home for you. They fed and clothed you and drove you around. They kept you safe and cared for you. And I bet you made them cry. Tears of frustration, tears of sorrow, tears of joy. Worth every argument, worth every sacrifice. And I hope in the process you've learned a thing or two about sacrifice. Because soon it will be your turn. Your turn to carry the country. Your turn to build community. Your turn to raise a family. And it will take creativity and competitiveness, reading and writing, math and science, patience and kindness, and more than anything, it will take blood, sweat, and tears. Good luck, and God bless.
Alex Allen Reynolds. Thomas John Bowser. Maverick Shane Riddle. Catherine Tracy Kelly. Kendra Nicole Himes. Christina Nicole Arnold. Ryan James Barnett. Audrey Elizabeth Barrett. Kylie Nicole Bartley. Brody Matthew Bartow. Natalie Rose Battaglia. Abby Gail-Lynn Boffman. Miles Bernard Bogish. Ariana Nicole Breeden. Koya Ilya Brown. Brecken Michael Selesky. John Michael Colgan. Clayton Ray Cook. Gannon James Seifert. Braden Douglas Davis. Riley Jane Davis. Ashlyn Lene Dawson. Eliza Shaylin Duquin. Landon Christopher Fawcett. Brittany Renee Fields. Anna Lynn Fiskus. Adriana Lynn Forsythe. Kayla Ann Gaston. Logan Craig Gert. Michael Paul Goddard. Madeline Sue Golier. Hunter Lee Greeley. Lucas Tanner Haight. Nathan Thomas Haney. Grace Elizabeth Hanna. Madeline Ray Hanold. Skylar Douglas Harstein. Isabella Emma Grace Hartzell. Isaac James Joseph Hetrick. Taryn Christine Hoffman. Chandler Dwayne Huey. Elizabeth Ann Jordan. Maeve Elizabeth Jordan. Braden Cameron Kunzelman. Devin James Kuntz. Riley Cooper Lindermuth. Braden Robert Long. Amber Marie Lucas. Caden James Marshall. Connor Mason Marshall. Amber Nicole McInich. Bethany Ann McInich. Kaylee Jane McInich. McKenna Elaine McCall. Brianna Nicole McKendry. Tori Rose McKinney. Jonah Will William McMillan. Hannah Odessa Melton. Bailey Alexander Miller. Emily Lauren Miller. Troy Vincent Miller. Walker Derry Meinwieser. Autumn Denise Mitchell. Angelique Sky Morales. Caden Michael Myers. Zane Isaac Myers. Phoenix Jade Nicewanger. Kylie Eliza Nemo. Isabella Marie Oles. Kylie Nicole Olson. Reagan Danielle Olson. Grace Deborah Park. Hunter Andrew Patton. Catherine Elizabeth Pierce. Noah Daniel Peterson. Austin James Phillips. Damian Marcus Porter. Caitlin Anna Rahala. Emma Kate Reynolds. Madison Riley Rhodes. Brielle Marie Ross. Hunter Lawrence Root. Gabriella Alexis Santoriello. Jasminez Hope Sarvi Vasquez. Sylvia Claire Schaefer. Noah Byron Schaefer. Truman Campbell Sharp. Christian Michael Smith. Riley Harper Smith. Chase Allen Snell. Emilio Jose Sotillo. Ian Hunter Stancliffe. Brooke Megan Stevens. Emma Renee Stormer. Lauren Elise Taylor. Dylan Julius Tolini. Joseph Angelo Juliana. Gideon Thomas Waterbury. Iowa Ryan Sky Wazell. Bryce Clark Joseph Weaver. Carson Dominic Weaver. Natalie Elizabeth Woods. Jackson DeVere Zimmerman.
Before we close this evening, I would like to say how excited I am for this fine group of young men and women. Through the ups and downs, the goods and the bads, you have prevailed. I'm proud of you. I must say the class of 23 and I have a couple of things in common. They started their journey 13 years ago here at Brookville, and so did I. And today, 2023, marks the end of your Brookville Raider journey, and so is mine. I wish you happiness, good health, success in your future journey. And now, I'm ready to present the class. I am honored to present to you the Brookville Area High School graduates of 2023. Congratulations.